What's up, people? This good Wednesday. Hump Day, October the 1st, the first day of October. We're going to talk about a list of things. I'm not going to number slide them. We're just going to go straight into it. Please like and subscribe to the Philly Wheel Spill. This is a sports blog, podcast, whatever you want to call it. They give it to you straight, not fake, not scripted. We'll go straight into it. First things first, some people did not like what Cam Ward said. Let me let you hear what Cam Ward said.
I mean, if we keeping a buck right now, we ass. So we 0-4. We have, at this point, we got nothing to lose. We dropped a quarter of our fucking games, and we've yet to do anything. So we have to lock in, especially myself on the offensive line, from the defensive line, from the special teams to all three faces. We have to play together. We have not played together this year yet, and that's just something that, we want to preach about it every day. We got to do better, and we're doing that, but it has to show up on Sundays. It hasn't showed up yet, but it got to show up next week.
What did he say wrong? We're playing like ass. Special teams, offense, defense, we preach it in practice, but we don't show up on Sunday. People, if you have offense to the number one overall pick of last year's draft, coming out and saying that the team is playing like garbage because he's the quarterback, then you are crazy. I don't disagree with nothing he said at all. The team needs to step it up, flat out. Too many times we get up there on those press conferences and we just be political. Say how you really feel sometimes. You ain't got to be disrespecting nobody to say how you really feel. He said it, and he said it by himself also. We're playing like trash. So, step it up. Step it up. Next, let's go to, I want to go to the situation where I want to talk about Travis Hunter. Now, give me 1 second while I'm pulling up my data. Let's just go over what the Jaguars had to do to get Travis Hunter. Pick number 5, number 36 in round 2, 126, round 4 in their 2026 first pick to Cleveland Browns were given to the Cleveland Browns to acquire the number 2 overall pick in the 2025 draft, along with pick 104 in the 4th round and pick 200 in the 6th round. Enable them, the Jaguars, to take the Cleveland's pick and select the Travis Hunter. So pick 5, pick 36 in round 2, pick 126 in round 4, pick 200 in round 6, and pick 104 in round 4. They gave up a lot to get him. Let me make sure I'm doing this right. Jaguars gave up the 5th pick, the 36th pick, the 126th pick, and their first round pick in 2026. They received the 2nd pick to get Travis, pick 104, and pick 200 from Cleveland. Let me make a correction. So, let's see, what does Travis Hunter got going on right now as far as stats? Travis Hunter has caught 13 receptions, had 21 targets, 118 yards, averaged 9.1 a catch. As long as it's 28, he ain't got a single touchdown yet. It's week 4. So, I'm not going to say nothing but this. Did the Jaguars give up too much to get Travis Hunter? Is the risk going to get rewarded? Are they going to get rewarded? Because right now, the expectation for the Jaguars to be better than what they are. But right now, that looked like that pick might bite them. I'm not saying he's not going to be good. You got to find his way. One thing I've seen about Travis Hunter, he didn't run the combine, but looking at him just strictly off college, his speed wasn't like that. So he's going to have to use route running abilities at the top-notch level to get open, because they fast in the NFL. But on this, I will give my spiel to say TBD, to be determined. Let's go to the next topic. Let's go straight into A.J. Brown's decrypted tweet that he sent out. So A.J. Brown tweeted out on Sunday after the game. He tweeted out, I don't know why this thing is not working. he basically tweeted that if they don't want to listen to me, I'm just going to shut up and do my job, and hopefully I'll get the ball. But I don't like putting things into paraphrase. I like for you guys to actually hear the actual comments of him. What he actually said was, if you're not welcome, not listened to, quietly withdraw. Don't make a scene, shrug your shoulders, and be on your way. He might be reading that from a book, first of all. But I'm going to tell you this. I am a die-hard Philadelphia Eagles fan. When we came out, first half against the Buccaneers, that shovel pass to the Dallas Goedert, both of them passes looked good. I said, ooh, this looked different. I've never seen this. We came out aggressive, throwing it. We came out and did a lot against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And we did that not off just sure play calling, but we had aggression against them for last year, how they put a whooping on us, and we didn't have all our players. But looking at the stats, Dallas Goedert, 37 yards, Saquon Barkley, 37 yards. This is all receiving. Devontae Smith, 29 yards. Grant Calcaterra, 16 yards. John Mechie, 10 yards. A.J. Brown for a whopping 7 yards with 2 receptions. It's giving me 2023 vibes. Skip the color on my mic. 2023 vibes. People, if you do not know what happened in 2023, the Eagles, I think through week 1 through 7, had 1 loss. Then they went to week 12 without a loss. And then after that, from 12 all the way to 16, they damn near lost every game and stumbled into the playoffs and got put out by the Bucs because they couldn't call no plays. They was only calling the same plays. They was calling screens. They was calling A.J. Brown slants, and they was calling quarterback runs. And that's all they was calling along with the tush push. And we got put out the playoffs because we could not score. And once the team got on top of us and scored, we could not come back. Now, I know we just came back against the Rams after getting our tails whooped in the first half. And came out, scored 19 unanswered points in the second half. So I know what we're capable of. And A.J. Brown had 100 of those yards and 1 touchdown for six or more receptions. But I'm telling you, here's how this is going in the NFL for every team. Week 4, you're trying to find yourself. What's good, what's bad, chemistry, what we got going on, what we can catch, what we can do, what can we do while we're struggling to while we're trying to maintain not being injured and still have discipline so we don't get penalties. Play speed is involved also. Week 5 through 8, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now you're becoming basically who you are, and you could tweak a little bit here and there. Especially if you get injured, it's hindering who you are. So in 2023, we came out, we was winning them games here and there, but it was looking ugly. Now, granted, we are playing 11 of the top teams, 10 of the top teams last year. I think 9 or 10 was in the playoffs. And we added the Bills in this year, took the Ravens out from last year's schedule. We're not going to blow people out. I'm not expecting for blowouts. But what I'm expecting for is some games where it's a clean game in the first half, it's a clean offensive game in the first half, it's a clean offensive game in the second half. Nick Sirianni, the second half of the Bucs game, you played the game not to lose, and it almost bit us in the ass. If you go back to my last tape, I said that the Eagles were going to win by 7. Baker Mayfield was going to have a chance to come back, and he's not going to come back. That's exactly what happened. But Philadelphia, 2023, we came out with the same squeaky behavior. And then once we got the 5, 6, 7, and 8 still squeaking, when they figured out that's you are who you are, and they can game plan for that squeaky, minute offense, they dominated us. When they seen Bradbury couldn't check nobody off double moves, they torched him. When they see all the offense is going to do is do tush push, quarterback run, A.J. Brown quick slant, and then send Devontae on some flying routes, they stopped us. Nick Sirianni, stop playing the game to lose. Kevin Batulia, step up the play calling. Next, I want to go into the NFL standings as it stands. Right now, the Bills are 4-0 in that division. They're going to win that division. I've had the Bills win like 13 games, 12, 13 games. They're going to win 12, 13 games. That's the AFC East. AFC West. This is going to be an interesting division. Chiefs are in this division. Chiefs are 2-2. They got Worthy back. Chargers are 3-1. Chargers are 3-1. They shouldn't have let the Giants beat them, but they kept doing stupid stuff, so it is what it is. Still have the Chargers. I still have the Broncos to win that division. But they got to play us. And I'll talk about that later. I got the Broncos. I had the Broncos slated to win that division. I had the Chargers second, but I really had it neck and neck. Broncos 13, Chargers 12. Chiefs wasn't nowhere in there. AFC North, Steelers 3-1, Bengals 2-2, Ravens 1-3. We'll talk about the Ravens left. Steelers gonna win that division, unless the Ravens somehow miraculously get their shit together. Excuse me for cussing. AFC South, Colts 3-1, Jaguars 3-1. Even with Travis Hunter's subpar playing ability, if he step it up, that division is gonna go down to the wire between the Jags and the Colts. This is gonna get decided on the Jags and Colts game. So that is the AFC. NFC. NFC, you have the Eagles 4-0. Then you have 2-2 Commanders, 1-2 Cowboys. Eagles should take off like a rocket with that as long as they fix the play calling. And teams don't catch us to us and injuries don't plague us. Remember, I have myself saying I'm going to give my assessment on the Eagles after week 6. I've probably seen just enough after week 6. I don't need the middle of the season. Week 6 tells me a lot. NFC West, 49ers 3-1, Seahawks 3-1, Rams 3-1. That division going to go down to the wire. And the Cardinals only behind by 1 game. They're 2-2. Who I have win that one right now? The Rams. Rams it is. But the 49ers could very well win it because they're playing good too. They play this Thursday. NFC North, Lions 3-1, Packers 2-1, Vikings 2-2, Bears 2-2. Who I got winning that division? I got the Lions, but I think teams like the Bears and the Packers are going to creep back up a little bit. More so the Bears. The Packers are already right behind the by 1 game. And they beat them. So if they get the tie right now, Packers will be on top of that division. Buccaneers, Falcons, Panthers, Saints, Buccaneers. Falcons could creep back up, so I won't put them past them, but Buccaneers. Going back towards the games that we had on Sunday. Give me 1 second. The games that we had on Sunday, week 4. So,
hello, it's your favorite sports talk here. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button.
We want to hear that. We definitely want to hear that. All right. Excuse me for that. Bengals versus Broncos. Broncos blew the Bengals out. That was Monday night. It's to be expected because the Bengals don't have no offensive line to save any quarterback's life. And Broncos just got a better defense. They couldn't stop them. Jets, Dolphins. The game ended up looking like it was somewhat good in the score, but it wasn't that good. Dolphins really just dominated that game. Tyreek Hill, he'll be all right. But did you see Tyreek Hill on that cart? To me, it sounded like Tyreek Hill was saying yes, like he wanted to be injured. I don't know if y'all seen what I seen, but it sounded like Tyreek said, and I say sound, reading his lips. It sounded like he said yes. Y'all tell me. But hope you get a speedy recovery, nice surgery. Packers and Cowboys won me a lot of money on my parlays. I didn't see 40-40. I went to sleep at halftime and woke back up when I seen it was 27-24 or 27-30. But that was a good game. Very exciting. Had a lot of viewers watch that game. Ravens and Chiefs wasn't a game. All Chiefs. Ravens, John Harbaugh. Let me just put this in context. I keep saying this. John Harbaugh, you don't get to keep having the best cars, the best drivers, and continue to lose the race. They're going to change it out. You don't get to keep having the best cars, the best drivers, and continue to lose the race. That offense looked horrible. It don't even look like the MVP caliber, even though Josh Allen won it. MVP caliber, second place, runner-up Lamar Jackson team from last year. That team looked horrible. Now Lamar Jackson out for 1 or 2 weeks. Yeah, John Harbaugh, you better start seeking for another job. Bears, Raiders. Bears won. Pulled it out at the end of the game. I didn't watch that game, but it looked like it was a pretty neck and neck game. But the Bears won. Caleb Williams is starting to get into that Ben Johnson offense. Good game. Colts, Rams. That was a good game. I did watch that game. Colts got on top of them, but the Rams came back. Good job, Matthew Stafford. I should have put some money on that. Jaguars, 49ers. Jags was just on the 49ers. 49ers just couldn't put it together. Their defense was doing good, but the offense just couldn't put it together. It was just something going on. Like you have one of them glitchy games where you just can't execute all the way. So the Jags won. Lions and Browns, I thought the Browns was going to, I called this two ways. I called it 24-17, gritty game, or I called it 28-10. It was 34-10. They scored another touchdown. So good job, Lions. They overpowered that offensive line. Gibbs had 91. Montgomery didn't have anything. But the passing game, like I said, the passing game shredded them. Myles Garrett didn't have a sack on Jared Goff. He had like 4 or 5 hurries, but not a sack. Great job. The Detroit Lions offensive line showed up. And I'm going to say this again. The Detroit Lions have the best offense in the National Football League right now as it stands. Hell of a job, Dan Campbell. Hell of a job. Next thing, Saints, Bills. Bills blew their ass out, blew the walls off them. Patriots, Panthers, 42-13. We already talked about the Eagles, Bucks. Texans, Titans, 26-zip. Now you see why Cam Ward is saying what he's saying. 26-zip to the Texans? And you ain't won the game yet? Chargers, Giants, we seen that Jackson Dart. I told y'all. That boy breathed. When Jackson Dart got in them preseason games, that team energy turned from a 2 to a 7, from a 5 to a 10. And when he got in and when he started, you seen it. That boy rushed that touchdown in. Jackson Dart, that Dayball kissing him on the forehead, whatever the case may be. Jackson Dart is going to be a franchise quarterback for a while for the Giants, and that's in the Eagles division. But it is what it is. The Giants weren't going to be down for too long. Giants been down a long time, and they're not a team that historically stay down. So here comes the Giants. Falcons, Commanders, relatively decent game. Falcons won, but the Commanders didn't have a quarterback, nor did they have a top wide receiver, Terry McLaurin. Seahawks, Cardinals. We watched that. I think that was Thursday night. Seahawks pulled it out. Cardinals started too late in the first half, and Marvin Harrison continues. And then we have Vikings Steelers was the 9:30 game in I forgot where. I want to say was it London? It was the Irish Stadium. But 24-21, and it wasn't as close as it was because Carson Wentz ended up being Carson Wentz. Get the ball into the game, throw an interception. Jay gonna put JJ back in. Unless JJ have another injury week and Carson Wentz can put another win together that looks real good, like a blowout win. But Steelers look good, man. Steelers look good. Right now, the NFL is doing a terrific job, a real good job at putting out a great product. They look like a way better product than last year. Not to say last year was shabby, but the NFL looks real good. I cannot lie. Real good. They're real entertaining right now. It's getting me to the point where I'm forgetting that the MLB is in the playoffs. But the NFL is looking real good. That's really all I got. 2 days from now, or maybe 3 days from now, we'll be talking about the Sunday games and giving my predictions. But that's all I got. I'm Philly Will all day, every day, and twice on Sundays. And I'm out.